Hey everyone, I'm Ryan Betson from For the Plays, the PopCulturists PlayStation Podcast, and we are live reacting to the PlayStation State of Play that is airing at 7 a.m. on the 15th of September 2023. We're already pre-tuned up on this one, a little late notice, only a couple of days in advance. However, we'll be seeing some indies and some third parties. So what does that mean? Probably your Final Fantasy, your Rebirth, or whatever the second 7 is called. We'll probably get some Helldivers. It depends what they classify as indies. So technically, we could get Death Stranding 2, perhaps. There's that. Does it count if someone else orders it for you? Not technically. So just before we started going live in the records, discussing how, because I've just came back from Sydney for work, I have no milk and I'm itching for a coffee. I am functioning somehow. Hey, Stingray, what's going on, man? I don't think I've seen you around these parts in a little while. How's it doing? Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Nice.
I'm going to bring you down. Thank you, Trav Dog, for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Let me check out those audios, because I just blew my own head off. Oh. But, I thought it'd be interesting to react to... big time difference, yeah. So I thought it'd be interesting to react to the State of Play. It's always funsies. Oh yeah, and PSVR 2. I forgot there is PSVR 2 stuff in here as well. So it's going to be a big week in the worlds of PlayStation, especially for us with our PlayStation Podcast, which goes live every Monday morning on podcast services or recorded live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So this would be something cool to, wrap our head around prior to that. It's got a big week. So obviously talking... Oh, shit, what are we talking? I don't know, like Starfield and stuff, which we talked last week, but... I know it's on PlayStation, but it's a damn good game. It's a damn good game. What else? As I said, I'm still functioning. I'm still slowly, becoming functioning. The Ritalin hasn't quite kicked in yet. No coffee. It's kicking my bums. Nah, it's gone. Whatever description I had in my noggin has escaped me. But I'm going old school. I've got my notepad. I've got my pen. This is what I miss. I was discussing the other day around the death of the E3 press conference, right? And one of the things we used to enjoy doing was, waking up the butt crack at, middle of the night, pen and paper down, sort of, just discussing and chatting and being like, ooh, what's coming? And then having this big thing to break down. Well, this is only going to be like, half hour, 45 at best, maybe an hour, but I think I'm expecting about 30 minutes, unless they've said otherwise. I could check my emails. Got 2.5 hours, minutes. It'll be a long time if I sit here for 2.5 minutes, eh? Let's see. PlayStation PR State of Play. Tomorrow's broadcast for first on updates previously announced coming to PlayStation console. Alright, cool. So there's a lot of catch-ups, which is cool. No discussion on time limit. But they did talk about the new update that dropped yesterday as well, which allows me to have Atmos support, which is fantastic. So I have a quite nice Atmos setup, so I'm stoked to be able to use that effectively. All right, we've got 2 minutes. Let's switch to this one, and we'll get ready for some hot State of Play action. Oh, what are y'all keen to see? What's on the list? I said I think the big one for Max would be the any news on Final Fantasy that falls in that third party space. For me, I'm on the record. I'm not very often an indies guy, but there are always some that kind of sneak through and get my attention. Like Sea of Stars, it's technically an indie, but not really, because of its like high level support. That is consuming my life right now. That is the game that I'm utterly in love with, and I'm really enjoying it. That's interesting. My number at the top says 437, where it's actually 441. You bastards. Oh well. It won't correct itself. It's fine. All right, less than a minute to go. Yeah, PSVR 2, like I'm down... we've had a code for Firewall Ultra for about 2 weeks. Haven't touched it. Now, admittedly, one of those weeks I spent in interstate for work. But of course, I like the idea of the PSVR being supported. But it's been a while since I've strapped it to my head. So, not a good thing. Not a good thing for the state of the PSVR. I do quite like the music that they use. It's pretty bounceable. 19 seconds. Let's go. Oh. Let's get on them. Gameplay Cinemax. Checks out. Alright. You are bright. You are dead. No, you're good. It looks quite double A jank. Oh, this looks... Isn't this a... This looks familiar.
Okay. No problem. Alright. Okay. Well... Yeah, that might be a problem. Okay.
It makes me think of that that side-scrolly game where you've got to, like, do a triple jump or whatever. It's like taking Death Stranding to its next level.
Okay.
This looks like a potential... Hey! Oh, that's a concussion. Potentially a sort of silly physics-based game.
Sucks.
Is it worth just taking the spill?
Alright. Oh, yeah. Post.
What's with the little running commentary from the dude?
And up.
Hey!
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that actual gameplay. Oh, this part, okay.
Mate, are you okay? You look sad.
Oh, hey, Mike. No.
Australia.
That's sad. I was just taking a break from my run. So road's out.
Yeah, road's out, but no worries. Grapple point.
Oh, just grapple. I'll grapple it.
Yeah, just grapple with a grappling hook.
Oh, yeah, I'll just grapple that fucker with my grappling hook.
Yeah, no worries. Just grapple that fucker.
I'll just grapple that fucker.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, Salada.
Oh, Salada.
Alright, I like the tone of that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, all right. Just pull out my grapple.
Don't agree with the grease of my likeness. Hey, Puck, how you doing?
Oh, this is...
Even down to like the dirty onesie.
Okay, there's enough here.
Baby steps.
Hi, I'm Sean Benson. Here at
Ooh,
PlayStation,
we were
our team
almost
is
related,
on the
Sean.
lookout for creative, inspiring, and original games to bring to PlayStation players around the world. We are constantly canvassing game development studios as we search for the next exciting idea. And as you just saw, Baby Steps is a great example of the innovative
Especially the
spirit that
dirty
we're looking
onesie.
for. In today's State of Play, we've got a wide variety of games to share with you. My hope is that these demonstrate the diversity of experiences coming to PlayStation consoles and PSVR 2. On that note, I'm very excited to welcome PlayStation players to Roblox.
Oh
This
yeah.
infinite variety of 3D immersive experiences is making the jump to PS4 on October 10th.
I'm not
Roblox
telling my
features
son.
full cross-platform support, so you can join 66 million daily active users across PC, mobile, and other platforms. We can't wait
Ooh,
for you
can't
to
say
explore
Xbox, can you,
millions of
brother?
experiences together and to see what you create. All right, let's dive in. Starting with a look at 2 great games coming to PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah, my son loves Roblox videos, so I'm not allowing it. Ghostbusters?
Welcome to the Ghostbusters. You might be new here, but we have a job to get done. This city isn't going to save itself. So get
Alright,
geared
that's
up
pretty fucking
and
cool.
join the team, because working together will give you the best chance.
We got this.
Luckily, you'll have access to the latest ghost-busting gadgets, if you can earn them. We're talking turrets, shields, decoys, and so much more.
Throw your trap. Wow. Light 'em up.
The problem is this requires friends that have PSVR, which I do not have.
You'll need to be ready for anything
Here he comes.
before you'll be ready to take on the Ghost Lord.
Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord.
Oh yeah, and these guys, mini puffs, they can be a real pain in the...
Okay. Interesting. Oh, Resi 4? Yep.
No fucking way.
Yeah! Gimme, 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 gimme. Man, if it looks half that good, that would be incredible. Hot. So imagine this is the remade version where what was the quest got the original. Oh, that's confronting. Got a date for that yet? Coming this winter. It's December? Elsewhere, another mission is underway. Oh, okay.
This is Gondor 1. President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
I'm seeing increased movement from Los Eliminados. Don't get careless.
Oh, you play as Ava. Okay.
Copy. Ada out.
What terrible actions will be done in its name, and who will pay its dark cost?
That'd be interesting. Now, I remember there being... In my head, there's DLC, which makes no sense because it's a fucking PS2 game.
Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
Because in this world, someone always pays.
There's someone who needs my help.
Best not to ask who or why.
Separate
It's what I researched
ways.
for all these years, Ada. And I see the symptoms already showing in your eyes.
September. All right, next week. And Mercenaries update. Rad. I love that. I might see if I can get that, make it a reversible wallpaper. Like a moving wallpaper. Being the big dork that I am. Alright, what are you? You look pretty. Oh, Avatar! Fuck yeah! Alright, alright. Avatar. Something, something of Pandora.
You are what I made you!
I was abducted by the RDA and trained in their ways.
Interesting. See, oh, that looks stunning. See, like, I really didn't enjoy The Way of Water. Thought it was a bit shit.
Wait,
First one was fine.
you are Sorrento. The poor child knows nothing of our ways. Let Home Tree be a refuge from your burdens.
It does look incredible,
I must
though.
seek those who can teach me the ways of the Na'vi and help me reconnect with my world.
Oh, you get to bang things, yeah. Oh, okay, this is kind of cool.
Hurt you. No.
I was shitty on this game, and I think I may have turned a corner. Wow. Wow. Alright. Holy shit.
You are starting to think like a Na'vi. Now, we will teach you
Wow.
to ride like one.
Oh, I get to tail fuck the horses. You.
Now Pandora is under attack again.
Alright.
I will not allow the RDA to destroy this land. This is my home.
The Na'vi will fight on your side against the RDA.
Little remix.
I am Na'vi, and I will protect Pandora. Sivako!
December 7. Alright.
We need him, Connor. We need him stronger.
The fucking Blade Runner. Not Blade Runner.
Faster.
Shit, what's it called?
Better equipped.
Somewhere is a gamer losing their damn mind of avatar wokeness due to female protag. Oh, most likely. Most definitely. You go into the movie practically. It does feel like you're going into the movie.
More vicious than ever.
Oh, what the fuck is this called? It's not called Blade Runner. But that's the movie. But it's something like that.
Need him ready.
And Ghost Runner, there we go. Never played the first, but it did always catch my attention. Whoa, hello. See, I'm now watching this on like my sexy 4K TV, and it's monitor, and it's lovely. Hello. Oh. That is an interesting way to showcase DualSense. And new colors. Oh, old colors. Nope, new colors. Helldivers, here we go.
Hi, I'm Johan Pilestad, CEO and Creative Director at Arrowhead Game Studios. And today I'm pleased to share an extended look at Helldivers 2.
Ghost Runner, that's the one.
We're starting on the ship's bridge, preparing to select our mission from the Galactic War Map. Once cleared for mission engagement, it's time to go into your Hellpod and prepare for planetfall.
See, I have the first Helldivers installed on the PS5. I had it installed there for a little while with the idea of like, oh, maybe I'll get in there and finally check it out. Yet to do it.
A deadly bile titan.
Okay, we need to find the Terminate Bile Titan. I think it's this way. There's some enemies here.
Okay, I'm covering you on the right.
We're covering your rear. Oh, there's loads of them. I'm switching to flamethrower. Oh god, it's the Bile Titan!
Whoa. So my understanding from the first Helldivers, you will die a lot. And it looks like that is happening once again. Alright, cool.
Take him out with the recoilless.
Yeah, I'll try to take him down from the side.
Alright.
Reload my recoilless.
On it.
Oh, you have to get assistance on the reload. That's cool.
Oh, there's a charger here.
I'm gonna take out the Brood Commander.
He's charging me.
Good wave-based stuff.
Alright. Reload me. Nice. I'm gonna thin out the crowd a little bit.
This is very much a Max game. He will absolutely love the level of co-op required for this.
The little ones. Oh.
I'm throwing out the strafing runs.
I get a kick out of this from the fact that I can die a lot and it not be a bad thing. Also, you can get crippled limbs.
One small death for the Helldivers. Reinforcing.
Okay.
Do something. Should we strategize?
I'm drawing his attention. Alright, I don't think I have an option. We need to throw in the 500 kilogram bomb. I'm throwing it out.
Oh god, he's coming for me.
Getting out of the way.
Boosh.
There we go. Nice. Good job, guys.
Half kilo bomb. Sorry, half ton bomb. Bam. That'll do it.
After each successful mission, players are rewarded for their efforts, allowing them to upgrade their ship, weapons, armor, and stratagems, giving them the edge in the many battles to come. I hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse of just one of the many missions and planets the game has to offer. Now go out there and spread managed democracy.
We got a date for this bad boy. Feb 8, 24. All right, a little bit of time. It's good. It's a it's a PlayStation exclusive or a console exclusive coming in the next year, which is good to know. Old Spoods.
This is Brian Intihar, Senior Creative Director at Insomniac Games.
Already been 20 minutes.
Thank you for all of your amazing feedback to our demo at the showcase earlier this year. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is filled with an amazing story and story missions. But today I'm here to provide you with a first look at how the open world experience is evolving and how the game is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5. The first thing you'll notice is that our city has nearly doubled in size with the addition of two iconic New York boroughs, Queens and Brooklyn. And we've introduced the web wings, an entirely new mechanic that, when combined with web swinging, allows you to traverse the
That looks
city in a
incredible.
fluid
Those
way
colors
and at
are
faster speeds
amazing.
than ever before. Whether it's a neighborhood backdrop of Queens or the fireworks that light up the sky over Coney Island, exploring these areas will feel much different than the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, while also delivering memorable locales like Peter Parker's old stomping grounds in Midtown High and Miles Morales' current place of learning, Broken Visions Academy.
Hey Miles, what's up?
Speaking of our heroes, Marvel Spider-Man 2
wow, look at
has
that.
the ability to switch between the two wall crawlers in the open world, and thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5, you can make that switch almost instantly. Delivering a bigger city and playing as not one but two spider heroes were big goals for Marvel Spider-Man 2. But this time around, it was equally important to provide a greater sense of exploration and discovery. As you progress through the main story, a number of new activities and storylines will become available. The majority of those will now be represented by visual cues in the world that grab your attention, such as a flock of Kraven's Talon drones circling a building, a mysterious symbol projected into the sky, or even an unfamiliar spider-bot ping emitting from one of the rooftops. Many activities, like the Hunter's cloaked blinds that overlook the Big Apple, lead to even greater challenges, yet yield worthy rewards and new information about Marvel's greatest hunter, Kraven.
Interesting.
Others will lead to a climactic showdown with Marvel villains not yet seen in this Spider-Man universe.
Sick.
The spider heroes have new AR tech in the lenses of their masks, providing a quick glimpse of activities already discovered.
I like having to go, like spending less time in the maps is good.
Always refer to the upgraded Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app to quickly track nearby areas of interest. The app will also include incoming requests from those who call Marvel's New York home. Some will ask for either spider hero to help, while others, like the students of Brooklyn Visions calling upon Miles, will require you to put on the mask of a specific hero. All these activities, including crimes you stop from the game's various enemy factions, also now feed into the new District Progress system, which even provides more rewards and unlocks our brand new fast travel system. As you can see here, the PlayStation 5 and its SSD means you can move across the city with very little downtime. Finally, the more city you explore and the more activities you complete, the more ways you'll be able to customize your spider hero. This includes mastering additional combat abilities and traversal skills, acquiring and improving gadgets, upgrading through the new suit tech system, and of course, unlocking additional spider suits. And we're talking lots and lots of suits. Marvel Spider-Man 2 will feature over 65 suits from the comics and multiple original designs. And thanks to the all-new suit style system, you'll now have more than 200 different ways to outfit your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
My son is going to shit.
We couldn't be more excited about what this expanded city has to offer, and all the new ways you'll experience Marvel's New York. We look forward to seeing you swinging around in Marvel Spider-Man 2 when it launches October 20th, only on PlayStation 5.
Oh, yeah, give me that. See, Spider-Man I was already very sold on, but now I'm, every little bit of detail is good. I've tried to keep media blackout, but I kind of did put myself in this position. Nice. Didn't expect that. I should have, because it's, right out the gate.
1 year has passed since the end of the great conflict between Dana and Rena.
That sounds weeby. That's just default answer. That sounds weeby. Oh, I nailed it. Oh, fuck yeah.
The hell she did? She's a monster.
Yeah, she is.
The truth is that people will always doubt, hate, and reject.
This looks bumhole.
All differences must be erased. Once there are no differences, there will be...
Tales of Arise, alright.
What we call destiny is neither visible nor tangible. Yet, it is as certain as the collapsing and converging of the past and present. I called out to you and you came.
Hot.
The future is like a labyrinth. Every divergence is merely an inducement. There is only one real path.
More weebies. This is the weeb section. I'm gonna make sure that's noted. Weeb section.
You and I are each other's destiny.
Honkai Star Rail.
Hey, Beth Vegas, having a great time? I hope you're all ready for the Foam Stars Open Beta.
Hey!
The Foamtastic 4 versus 4 party.
Couldn't anymore not be my game, but you know, sexy Splatoon. Even though for some, Splatoon may have already been pretty sexy. Not for me.
Insanely fun game modes. Smash the star. Defeat the star player to win.
King of the Hill, I guess.
Happy Bath Survival. Dominate the arena in teams of 2 with support from your allies on the outside.
It's like, you know, there's your little TDM, I guess.
8 unique characters hit the stage. Soa.
Someone's pouting it to her.
Tonics.
Yeah, possible.
Jet Justice. Melty.
100%.
The Baristador.
Yep, there's fan fiction about him already. Yeah, and her. And them, sorry. And them, maybe.
We'll see you at the Foam Stars Open Beta Party.
29th of the 9th through to the 1st of the 10th.
We've been having a blast with Foam Stars, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on it. The open beta kicks off later this month. Before we wrap up, Square Enix...
I had a feeling it was only going to be about a 30-minute bad boy.
They're hard at work on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the ambitious follow-up to the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's see what's in store for one of next year's most anticipated games.
She's looking off camera to read. I didn't like it.
The world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's saying.
The sky. I don't like it.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order.
So this is the thing, right? Like, technically this is weeby as shit also, if not more. But it seems to transcend that difference between weeby and not weeby.
Planet runs out of energy.
Like, is that could be like my own, like sort of conscious bias, even though I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy either.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth. Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth. You see. So you heeded the call too, did you?
What are you talking about?
As you can see, your brothers down there are having a little get-together.
Segways!
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Oh, that logo. That logo's pretty sick.
I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Come on!
On me.
It looks fantastic. As to be expected. Those HP numbers are insane. We're in 3000s. Get out of here. Oh, now we're talking. Oh, I'd do the exact same. Oh, look at that man. Whoa. I can understand why they rushed the stage, because I would have. Ha!
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Who dat?
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge. I'm waiting, Cloud.
Vincent! What a name. This guy's what, Feb? Yeah. Oh. Oh, integrate. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if you do
We hope you enjoyed that new look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's coming to PlayStation 5 on February 29th. And that's all for State of Play. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Well, there you go. Oh, it's for the Digital Deluxe, yep. Tack suit, okay. Okay, this thing kind of goes alright. Ooh. Yeah, so one of my favorite thing, sorry, one of my son's favorite things in Spider-Man is switching out the suits. So with 65 suits, he's gonna have an absolute blast. You like that one? He likes the flashy, sort of techie ones. Boos. Very nice. Very good. What, 10 suits? Nice. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of that. Let me press this button and we'll switch over here. All right, so let's have a look at what went down on the PlayStation State of Play. Things kicked off with Baby Steps, which looks to be a sort of silly physics-based game, kind of like walking from A to B, coming out in the American summer. So we'll get that in back end of next year, about Q3-ish. It's a bit of a while. We saw Sean Benson. I didn't grab their role, but not related to me. Close though. What's that? How have they not made an open-ish world Power Rangers where you can swap suits out like Spider-Man? I don't think like Power Rangers is a huge IP. I don't think it's quite that big of an IP though. We did jump into the announcement of Roblox coming on the 10th of October. Roblox, you know, a huge game on PC, huge game on Microsoft. So it's pretty massive that it's coming across. Not telling my son because he loves watching Roblox videos, and I have no interest in playing them games at all. PSVR 2, we saw Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord coming October 26. I have a feeling this game is already out, or we've seen it before, because the idea seems really familiar to me for some reason. Resident Evil 7, my apologies. Resident Evil 4 VR mode is coming in winter 2023, so that is coming in December through to February. That would actually make it December, because then we're getting into 2024. Would it? We're getting it between now and February, which is good. I haven't finished Resident Evil 4 Remake, not for a particular reason. I just kind of got distracted and sort of wandered off, as ADHD brains tend to do. So this might be the thing that gets me back. I did really enjoy playing Resident Evil 8 in VR until it gave me incredible motion sickness that I had to stop. And I've just been too scared to go back. But what could entice people to go back to Resident Evil 4 Remake would be its DLC Separate Ways, where you play as Ada Wong. It's coming out in like a week. September 21 and 23. We saw some gameplay of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora coming December 7th. Actually looked really, really amazing. Compared to what my thoughts on it previously, this one did come around on me. I'm like, okay, I'm certainly interested in checking it out, to say the least. Ghost Runner 2, which we saw at the previous State of Play, still coming October 2023. We saw the new color designs for new plates and controllers. We saw the Volcanic Red, which I originally was like, oh, is this just the same as the pink? So it might look a bit more ready in person. The blue I didn't grab the first name of, because they tend to have sort of elemental style names. And then Cobalt Silver. The silver looked cool. Now, throwback to sort of the old PS2 days, where I think the PS2 silver was sort of one of the big special editions you could get of that console. So that's cool. I like that. Plus, red and blue are standard coloring for sort of various controllers, etc. over the PlayStation life cycle. So perfect. Helldivers 2 coming to February 8, 2024. Really doubling down on that over-the-shoulder co-op wave-based sort of shooting, which very similar to the original from my understanding, outside of the over-the-shoulder third person, as I believe it was 2.5D in the original. Looks good. I think that's very much a Max game. The co-host of our weekly PlayStation podcast, as he's really into those co-op games, especially those that are sort of wave-based, PvE, and reliant on teamwork. Spider-Man 2 was a surprise appearance. I wasn't expecting to see. They discussed a lot about the PS5 features, as it is a PS5 exclusive. So they talked about the increase in movement speed, as well as, being the ability to transition between Miles and Peter at any given time. The introduction of the updated version of the Spidey app, the Friendly Neighborhood app, whatever that was called, to allow them to, sort of do missions together, separately, solo, purpose-built ones, etc. We've seen some new suit upgrades, which is exciting. Speaking of suits, there are over 65 new suits being put together for the game. That's a lot, and I like it, because one of the things I do enjoy is collecting the suits. I am only missing one suit out of both Spider-Man and Miles Morales, being the Play Miles Morales on New Game Plus. I probably could get that done in like an hour and a bit, because it is really a quick game if you put it on like super easy and just run through it. But yeah, they talked about the sort of the integration of an AR mask for both Peter and Miles to sort of allow the world to, rather than having to rely on the map to see your markers, you can see them visualized within the world. So I think the idea of that is to really ensure that you are constantly in motion, so you never have to jump into your menus to confirm, where you want to go, put waypoints, etc. You can just see it, swing to it at the distance. They demonstrated the new burrows with Queens, and the other one, which I forgot. They did mention what it was, but it escapes my mind at the very moment. So that is sort of cool, and sort of the ease of transporting between the two. Brooklyn, thank you very much, Puck. Always getting fact checked by Puck. He's the best. They're the best. Already keen. They talked about there's being other Marvel and Spider-Man villains in the game outside of the ones we know, being Kraven and Venom. I imagine very similar to the first one. We'll probably see maybe not the Sinister Six, but at least a wider range. Because I apologize. We do also know about Lizard as well, with no lab coat. It's a bum. But I'll be interested to see what other ones pop up within the Spideyverse. Then we saw in the Weeb section, to back end the show, we saw Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. It's coming in November 1, according to my handwriting. Don't care. Honkai Star Rail, October 11. Don't care. Foam Stars is getting an open beta through the 29th of September through to the 1st of October. They're diving into 2 modes called Smash the Star, which essentially destroy whoever's the top of the leaderboard, and Happy Bath Survival, which is a 2-on-2 with support TDM. Not really the game for me. They showed off the 8 playable characters, and they're all exactly as you would expect. Expect Rule 37 shortly. And then they back-ended it with what was to be expected, which was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Once again, reconfirming the release date of 34. I thought it was 37. No, 37 is Kevin Smith in it. Rule 34. Thank you, Puck. Rule 37 is just anything exists within the Kevin Smith universe. So that's still coming on February 29th, 24. Even though it is part of the Weeb section, I was discussing this as well, how Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or Final Fantasy in general, really, it seems to straddle the line between the super weeby and, like, traditional, more western-y sort of gameplay. Take care, man. Listen for the new pod. Thanks, Stingray. I hope to see you around. So even though it sits within a very similar, like, criteria, obviously being a JRPG, etc., whether that be a negative or a positive connotation for you, it does look great. It looks fantastic. I didn't finish 7 Remake. I got up to the Colosseum, and then I got sort of distracted. It obviously, with it now being on PS5, I could think about going back. Might be a good Christmas break game heading into February, but it could also be a good January game as well. But I think February is pretty packed. January's relatively quiet. They did drop a January game in here somewhere. Where was it? Did I lose it? No, it was Helldivers in Feb. So January looks pretty quiet at the moment. Might be a good time to get through your Final Fantasy VII heading into Rebirth. They've announced also a bundle for Intergrade, which was the DLC for Remake, as well as the upcoming Rebirth. So for those that may have got Final Fantasy VII Remake through PS Plus, this is probably the best way to get you the DLC and the next game if you were interested. Overall thoughts of the state of play. It is a mixed one. It's one of those, did this need to happen? Yes, but not really. I don't think there's anything in here that was substantial enough to have a show. It was only 30 minutes. It was a last minute announcement. It does feel like this was a little bit thrown together just to sort of lock these things in. And the last time to really showcase games that are coming in the early of next year, like your VR mode for Resident Evil, like your Helldivers, and like Roblox, things that are coming between now and February. So this is not a showcase in sense of they're seeing what the next 18 months have coming up. This was very much, this is what's coming in the next quarter, which is smart because after Spider-Man, the only thing we really know about is Wolverine, and that could be likely the back end of next year, sort of June through to October, potentially. So outside of that, it's pretty quiet. So it was good to sort of focus on at least a second-party exclusive with Helldivers, and then some love with the first party of Spider-Man 2. But really, we're still in the same position we were. There's so many studios, we have no idea what they're doing. Now, once again, PlayStation did lay the groundwork here, being like, you're getting PSVR, you're getting indies, and that's kind of it. I was expecting more from the indie space. I really feel like they didn't touch on that side of their promise a lot. But they did mention as well, very clearly, pardon me, in the PR blast, the email I received, that they're looking at games we're already aware of. And a lot of these were games we were already aware of. They're not doing the big swing of here's the new upcoming titles. Now, we normally do have a showcase around the October time. Do I expect we'll be seeing a showcase within the next month? Unlikely. It would be ideal, that October-November window. like post Spider-Man, they might be worthwhile them going, this is what's the year ahead. Because I don't see them doing it at least until Spider-Man releases. It wouldn't make sense, especially off the back of this showcase having the big Spider-Man focus. But I would be intrigued to see a showcase, because outside of this, we really have no idea what's going on, as I said before. How am I left feeling after this? I'm whelmed. Not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed. I'm whelmed. And I say that because I did come in with relatively chill expectations, but I didn't have any grand ideas, knowing full well the PlayStation have chosen to be relatively quiet overall as part of their brand messaging at the moment, especially around their first-party stuff. So I didn't expect anything huge outside of what we already knew, but there wasn't even really a tease for big stuff. It's mostly like, let's look between now and Feb. The only one that would sort of step outside that was the Baby Steps game, which is coming in third quarter of next year. That's probably the furthest out that we've looked in this. And even then, obviously with it being a sort of an indie game, it's not of non-consequence, but it's not of the same breadth that we would see with something that we would like to see. Mute, you're streaming too. We're streaming with my buddies. That's all good, Mute, and I'm glad you're swinging around. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, it was a last-minute decision. Obviously, it's, 7:45 in the morning here in Australia. So it was worth it was worth getting up. Yeah, I was getting up anyway for work. It was fine. So yeah, there you go. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. And be sure to check us out in the next episode of For the Players, our weekly PlayStation-centric podcast, where my co-host Max and I break down everything that happened with that week in PlayStation, or tangentially connected. So an example, last week, we spent a big time watching, talking about Starfield. Sprout Talks, hey brother, how you doing? Been meaning to message you actually. Saturday night, Arcadia, Terrelgan, no ring deathmatch show. I would be there to watch it, but I have to do a show in Seaford. I've got to do commentary. So Sprouty, one of my dearest friends, we've known each other since we were 14 years old. We don't see each other as much as we like. So, him living back home in Gippsland, Latrobe Valley, where me over here in Geelong. But we need to find a reason to catch up. Best man at my wedding. One of the most important people in my life. Yeah. So yeah. In our hometown, there is a no-ring deathmatch show happening in what used to be a La Paqueta. Now it's a bar. It's crazy. It's crazy times. Would love to go home to check it out, but I do have to work another show. Speaking of work, I gotta go get ready for my job, which is sitting at this desk doing other things for a different company called The Manshake. Good times. All right. Mwah. See you around. Weekly PlayStation podcast for the players. Tangential PlayStation stuff. I did start the sell. Got distracted by my friend.